Deborah here, coming to you from the Rock UA Fort Smith. We're going to go through some stabilization of the low body in Virabhadrasana 2, Prat Warrior 2, and Trikonasana triangle. So we've kind of nicknamed this Virabhadrasana 2, the rib cage isolation in a belly dance or Prat Warrior 2, and then hitchhiker in Trikonasana. But one way or the other, you'll see the difference, and hopefully you'll get into the feeling of it. We're going to go through a series of cow, cat, and then an isolation of the rib cage, taking it around on 2 hands, 2 knees, one direction, opposite direction. And then I'll come seated and isolate through the rib cage, isolate through that, again, abduction of the rib cage. So just turning sideways here. First, we're just going to set up 2 hands, 2 knees. We're going to gently go into the cow. Inhale. Remember, you're mindful not to give too much flexion unless you want to. And we inhale, and then low body, low spine, mid spine. Exhale, and inhale. So I've already gone through a practice earlier today. You're mindful how warm you are, how ready you feel the muscle groups are to go into the movement, the action. Ujjayi breath is certain. Now we're going to deepen here. We're going to inhale into the cow. We're going to exhale, cat. Now deepen, blow out all the air, hips to heels, back to neutral. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Deepen into the stretch, hollow. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen, hips to heels. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. And blow it out. Back to neutral. Now, we're going to take the rib cage or the heart towards the mat. We're going to take it into the side ribs, up through the lateral, latissimus dorsi, round through the back, over to the left ribs and back down. Now, the pelvis will respond naturally. I'm still aware of not trying to find too much compression in the low back. I'm trying to be aware and try to engage transverse, navel to spine. So I'm just finding this motion around. And then I'm going to reverse it over to the left, up, hollow side. And so the femur bone, pelvis are moving organically, naturally. I'm not finding anything except for through the arms, the rib cage, the spine, the breath. And come on up onto the knees gently. Find movement, counterpose through the wrists as you need to. We're going to find through our cactus, and I'm just going to stay sideways. Find a little stretch through the thighs. Inhale here, exhale. Navel to spine, take it back plane. Inhale up, activating inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come on up. Let's come Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Let's first find the ribs. So once again now I'll be mirroring you. Find your square through Proud Warrior 2 arms, and then take that reach rib cage to the right and left, just back and forth. Feeling this movement through the spine, awareness into the shoulder blades. Now we're going to find circumduction of the ribs, and same idea, forward, side, back, and around. The breath can work very strongly. So now we have the hips stable, and the torso rib cage is working on top of stable pelvis. However, you're moving side to side, but you're not getting that movement that we did on 2 hands to knees. And then opposite direction around. Use that breath when you want to contract a little bit deeper into the abdominal wall, into the abdomen. And good, once again, find length, side body, inhale, take it on over, reach, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, good, stabilize now, and let's bring movement through this arm, through that side of the rib cage, and reach. Now you've seen this in the earlier films, we're getting in it again. We're going to tap into it a little bit later. Getting a sense of feel for the strength here, for the breath stronger, for the movement. Good, side body, a little bit deeper. Inhale, long spine here. Same thing, set on up. Open, lift, reach, and hollow exhale. In. Freedom is our word of awareness in other practices that I'm teaching. Feeling that sense of freedom, side body, of movement. And let's find a little twist. Inhale, lift that arm and take that twist. Shoulder blades, blow out all the oxygen and we find it. Other side. Good. Getting into the legs now a little bit stronger. I just have one block. Remember, if 2 is a little bit more helpful for you, you can find that. We're just going to get into the psoas. So find the one leg forward, and we take that stretch. We're going to find a crescent moon here. We lift through the arms. We find that slight extension through that upper back, navel to spine. Into the nose, out through the nose. Activating once again through that front body. Make your way, strong stretch, runner's lunge. Remember, as you start going through this information, as you start exploring these postures in your body, you'll recognize if you need a little more or if you need something else gently into the hamstrings. Activate the quads here. Maybe you intentionally activate, finding the lift, the float. Inhale, exhale, float. Inhale, exhale, float. Just activating that. Blocks are there for support. Switch to the other side. Again, not necessary, but it might just fire up through the legs when we need them stable with Proud Warrior 2 and Trikonasana. Good, lift that heart. Find the balance. Find the oppositional energy, navel to spine. Recognize where your arm bones are in relationship to the ears. Float, runner's lunge to the mat, to the block, back ball to foot, inhale, exhale, extension. Reaching to that back heel, ignite through the legs, hug into center. Breath is serving, nice and easy. Hamstring stretch. Once again, maybe you activate the quads a little bit here, just for fun, whatever you might need. And let's make our way into just a little bit of core with Ardha Navasana. Find back of the thighs, shoulder blades. Lift the heart. A little bit stronger, arms extend. Hollow through the belly. Find that length, find that focal point. Maybe you draw a little bit closer, a little bit more of a challenge. And then let's take the feet to the left. And Bharavajasana, Little Mermaid twist. Use that right arm for support. Now again, we don't want to hike through this left hip. Activate transverse as we take the twist. You're gonna get stronger. Left hand is going to reach, past that right. So this really gets into that left side of the back, but use the arms, anchor as you find the curve, the hollowing of the belly, abdominal wall, like the cat back. And then here, we get a little stronger, open just like we did, thread it under, blow it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Side body once again. Maybe you bring that elbow and press. Sweep, switch to the other side. Sit on up first. Awareness into now, right side of the back. Into the nose, out through the nose, creating length. Walk it on out to the side. Right hand just past the left. Round, hollow. Find that abdominal wall. Stretch through the back. Strong stretch, right side of the back. And then, right arm. Inhale, thread it through, twist. Inhale. Good, use that breath. And inhale. And good, and exhale. Side body. Maybe you bring that elbow. Awareness into the hips, into the pelvis. And then, good. Let's make our way on up. Down dog. Oh, find that stretch. Maybe you pedal it out. Walk the hands. Root to rise. I'm going to fold the blanket. I'm going to set it to the side. Root to rise. Heart lifts. Neutral pelvis. And shake it out, check on it. Good. So we've gone through the Virabhadrasana 2 and triangle in the past films. So you're going to set up first, Proud Warrior 2. Hip bones are to you, ribs to you, square to the wall, shoulder. Again, you are able to determine how wide, how narrow, what's appropriate for you. And even once you get there, you might need to wiggle into a little bit different angle or width of it. So we find the vertical arms, rotate, press. Here we are. Proud Warrior 2, focal point out. Find that Mula Bandha as much as you are able. Now the ribcage isolation. We reach into that left arm. Try not to bend this knee or move through the low body and reach into right arm. So we're isolating through the ribcage here. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Now the challenge is to come right back to center, to feel that center, not to be a little bit off to the one side where our focal point goes. That can be a possibility. So you find evenness through that center. And just swivel through those legs. Or unstick your stuck feet. This mat's very sticky. We inhale, rotate, press. Okay, finding the other side again. Check into this knee, fan that thigh, open, Mula Bandha, activate. And into the right arm, right ribs, knee stays stable. And you might find one side a little bit easier than the other. Use that breath. Ujjayi. And exhale. Once again, feel the center. Sense if you're off. Sense the evenness through the energy, both sides of the body. It's the easiest way I can think of saying it. Good. And relax the arms. Take it forward just for a little breather. Bend. Again, if you want to grab that block, find your center of gravity. What is appropriate for you? Let it go. rise. Now, set up triangle. Exact same Pride Warrior 2. Now, we're going to set up triangle using the block and hug the muscle groups. Try to find that square. We find nice and easy one way is first moving into the Proud Warrior 2. So I'm approaching this a little bit differently right now. Sliding this hand to the block I am going to use. And then I'm going to straighten. Now this can be done a couple different ways. I've seen it with the block that gets a little bit deeper into the legs. I've seen hand on the hip. So here we go. Thumb is extended. We reach it, hug through the muscle groups, and we sweep it open and reach. And exhale, reach. Inhale, lift that heart. Now, I'm going to change this up. I'm going to move to the block. I'm going to give myself a little bit leeway through this hip. And open. Exhale, reach. It's a little bit deeper in the hamstrings. You'll feel it. And open. And change once again. Rotate. Set on up. First, easy. We'll start from you're up 2. Get a feel for it. Now you're going to find that block. And again, slowly straighten into your triangle. And you're going to reach here. Thumb is extended. And open. Now again, hand can be on that hip. And hug. Try not to lock those knees. If you're hyperextended, might take an extra little thought. Now incorporating that block. Little support here. Let's see how I can reach a little bit further. Kind of let go through the hips. Get them back together. And open. Last time. Reach. And inhale. Back. Open. Bend the knees. Come on up. Swan dive. Relax. Maybe use the block. Take it over to that right foot. Activate both legs. Maybe you find the floor. Deep switch. Right in. Right hip. Center of gravity. Strong stretch into your left inner thigh. Listen to what your body's communicating. Again, now some people don't feel this at all. Others are like, a little. So you listen. And block might be a little bit more accessible. Or you're going to find the floor. Exhale. Activate the quads if you want here. And come on back. And. Good. So now that's just a little example with Pride Warrior 2 and triangle with stability and letting the ribs and the body just be free. Freedom, word of awareness. Inhale, extending gratitude for all we have. Exhale, finding compassion for those less fortunate. Thank you. Namaste.